Coke so we can get started. Here we go, here we go. Oh, man. My bad, I ain't mean to keep it away. So, look, let's get right into it, right? I always get emails and, you know, people trying to get in contact with me because of somebody else's opinion. You know, I get the same question. Dang, bro. I don't really know. I got to give you a nickname, NJ, because I don't want to screw it up. We got NJ and AJ. What's happening, though, bro? Man, appreciate you for coming through. So, look. All right, so I'm going to tell y'all why. Martin, what's happening? I'm going to tell y'all why I titled this video like that, right? The whole reason is because it's like, headed cattle, what's up? The whole reason is because it's like everybody's following a wave, a trend. Nobody's doing their own research. Nobody's making their own decisions. It's like nobody is standing alone anymore. They got to do what the next person say do. So they get on YouTube. Oh, this person got a $85,000 truck. I think I need to get an 85. Angel, what's happening? I think I need to get an $85,000 truck. Oh, they said this Diamond C trailer is the best. It costs 30 grand. Yeah, let me get this Diamond C. Oh, this look good. This look good. All right, nobody, and people keep asking me, what's the best truck? What's the best truck? Man, listen, it doesn't matter. Like, honestly, what does it matter? Because you can go get a Chevy, a Dodge, a Ford. You can go get any of these trucks off the lot, a GMC, brand new, and you can still make money with them. So, honestly, the best truck is going to be what you feel is the best based on the research that you did. You go on these websites, you go on Dodge website, see what kind of problems people been having with Dodge trucks. Same thing with Ford, Chevy, whatever. Okay, this is the towing capacity. This is this, this is that. That's how you find out. Quit asking everybody their opinion of what they feel is the best truck. Oh, what's the best trailer? Bro, listen, I've bought one brand new trailer since I've been doing this. Every other trailer I bought was used. Haven't ever had a problem with it. I have 4 different used trailers and 1 new trailer, and haven't had a problem with neither trailer. And I've had 4 used ones. So y'all, it's crazy how it's like a lot of people need somebody else to tell them, oh, this is a good idea. And most times it ain't a good idea. Like I say, that person didn't even do the research, and they went out and bought some. Now you asking them, and you hadn't done the research either. Y'all are 2 lost people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hear people hit me up, man, what about a 3-axle trailer? I'm like, 3-axle trailer? Like, what you trying to do with a 3-axle trailer? Like, send me a picture. They sent me the picture. It's 3 axles, single wheels. I'm like, bro, do you even understand what this for? This for car hauling. This is not to haul freight on. You told me you want to haul freight. Or it's got 3 axles. Country ghetto, what's happening? I'm like, bro, listen. Let me break this down. Each axle on there is only rated for like 7,000 pounds, all right? Each tire, so just say the front axle, each tire is rated for 3,500 pounds each. 35 is 7. So each axle is 7,000 pounds each. 21,000 pounds gross. Meaning you got to subtract the weight of the trailer from the 21,000 pounds. first before you even figure out what you can haul. Then on top of that, what's happening? Facts. Then on top of that, if you read the information on the tires, it's gonna tell you a max speed. Oh, these tires are only rated to go 70 miles an hour or 65 or whatever the case may be. All right, it's a lot of information on tires that you can do. Single belted, double belted tires. Like nobody's is doing the research. Everybody's just going off what someone said. You know, when people, you can have people going to buy tires and it's a new tire. Let me get it, it's a new tire. You look at the brand, it's Dayton, a Chinese brand tire that ain't gonna last you a month. And people wonder why they keep having blowouts. You're overloading it, number one. You're buying cheap tires. Tell me what was happening. You know what I'm saying? You're overloading, you're buying cheap tires, and most people are not loading their trailer right from jump start. You know why? Because everybody want to haul Porsches. All right? So they shove all this crap to the front and have the back of their truck drop down and the front of it lifted up, killing their front end because now all your fluids are not flowing like it's supposed to. Now you got everything trying to flow upward. So that's a problem in itself. But anyway, let's go back to the whole trailer situation. They overloading them. They putting all this weight on there. Then they jackknifing the trailer and wonder why they keep popping the hub seals. You cannot overload your axle then make sharp jackknife turns and think you're not going to pop the hub seal because you got too much weight on the axles. Yeah, they definitely confused on the weight. But if they read the sticker on there, it's going to tell you how much loaded weight you can put. You know, like, hey, this trailer, you can put 16,000 pounds. Even though your GVWR might be 25,000 pounds, it's going to say, all right, you can't put no more than 16,000 pound load on there. This is what this rated for. Like, man, it's crazy because I have so many people keep saying this, and I'm like, bro, y'all lost. Who videos y'all been watching? Like seriously, who videos y'all watching? Because it's like everybody is lost, and they just going off what they think is right. And then they'll sit there and argue. I'm like, for example, you know, I done had people argue me. I'm like, okay, this book right here on this page say this. Read this and tell me what this say to you. Then they'll still argue with this. I'm like, all right, I ain't got nothing else to talk about. Mr. One Call, what's that there? How long do a set of tires last? Me? Well, it depends on a lot of different stuff. It depends on the brand, what type of ply you got, 12 ply, 14 ply. If your air pressure in your tires or the proper air pressure every time you do a pre-trip. So you do a pre-trip, all your tires are 80 PSI all the time. You know, if you run a Hotshot. If you run a big truck, 100 to 110. So in a Hotshot, if all your tire pressure is 80 PSI all the time, for sure. If you had a conversation with folks, then they don't need to be driving. Hey, facts, but you know, I can't say too much on that. You know, people gonna do what they want to do, but yeah, I feel you. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? But it, like I say, when you got cheap tires on there, your tire pressure all the way around, not just this tire 80, this one 65, this one 70, all that. You wearing your tires out. All your tires need to be 80 if you run a Hotshot, truck and trailer. 80, all tires. Every time you drive that truck, if you move the truck to the gas pump, I don't care. If you're moving it, it need to be 80, period. You need to check it daily. Because when you don't have the proper tire pressure and you got facts out of business. And so now you have weight on there. Most people don't load it right. Hey, I appreciate it, Steven. Most people don't load it right. So now you got more weight on this side, and then the air pressure is already low on this side. You got 70 on this side, and all these tires over here is 80. So now you're going 70, 75 miles an hour down the road, and you're going sideways the whole time. Because it don't look like it's sideways, don't mean nothing. That's how it's riding. Then you got to think about the terrain you riding on. If you got certain roads in Colorado. They're dirt roads. You ride on these dirt roads. Uh, uh, snow, all that play a part. You don't want too much pressure, PSI in your tires when you riding on snow either. Mac, what's happening? So, man, it's a lot of people they got this cookie cutter mindset like, well, he's doing it, I could just jump in here and go. Man, there's so much more to it. So much more. Facts, Louisiana roads will have you out of business. Louisiana roads definitely have you out of business. But, yeah, a lot of people, like I say, they want to cut corners because they like, man, this tire is cheaper than this. But this tire is not going to last. Won't you spend the money one time and get you a set of 14-ply tires and make sure your PSI right and make sure you loading this trailer right all the time, and then you get you, like the last set of tires I put on mine, it lasted me a year and probably, I don't know, 14, 15 months or something like that. It lasted me. Country man, quit stabbing my city like that. I know our roads raggedy. But yeah, I think mine lasted me 15 months before I had to change them up. I don't remember the brand. I have to find a picture because I always take pictures and keep notes. What was good tires to me? What wasn't good tires? And I'm gonna have to get with Aunt James. What's happening? Hey James, do you remember the last set of tires that I had that Aunt went and bought? Which those were good tires too, but the only thing I don't like, when it rained, those tires like to spin. So that's the downfall to those tires. South Georgia, what's happening? So yeah, man, that's the downfall to those. I think they was Bridgestone. I'll find out for sure, and I'll let y'all know. But I think they was Bridgestone. But like I say, when it rained, those tires like to spin. So that's what I don't like. But man, people just need to read up on this stuff. Like, don't just go buy stuff. Yeah. No, the ones I had on the truck. One guy told me his lasted 3 months. He must have had some cheap tires or something. The Ravens. That's what it was. That's what I had. The Ravens Bridgestone. So those tires like to spin in the rain. So, they lasted a long time, but they spin. So that's the downfall to that. But like I say, man, when people buy this stuff, they leave comments on these websites, what they like about them, what they don't like, or whatever. So you can go read up on this stuff, and like I say, like it's stuff like when I was buying it, I was reading information on. I remember reading. I took like 2 days and I just read up on tires, just in general, how to make them, what they make them with, what's in them, and everything. And then I kind of knew how I wanted to approach purchasing tires and what questions to ask when I go in. So that helped me out a whole lot. But whatever brand I had on the trailer, it started with a C. And I bought them from the Southern Tire Mart in Dallas. Rico, what's happening? I bought them from the Southern Tire Mart in Dallas. And I ended up buying some here in Shreveport too. Continental terrain contact been a blessing for me. So, all right, there you go. Timberwolf said those Continental terrain tires are really good. Mike, what's happening? Yokohama? Yes. Yokohama is Carlisle's. Yes. That's what it was. Those, I guess there's Carlisle's, Khalees, cause something. Whatever it is. But look, hey, those tires was really, really good to me. I had those tires for like 15 months or something like that. I had them for a long time. And I had them on a trailer. So those were some really good tires. So I do recommend those. So let's see. So what I talked about. All right, some tips when purchasing a trailer, something that I would do different. Uh, well, I ain't gonna say I would do different because mine was set up. What I'm about to say when you're driving, 750 horsepower, around 35, all tires are in trouble. Facts, Mac, your truck fast as heck. Great on Hill, what's happening? So, but yeah, so running lights all the way down, those marker lights, amber lights, all the way down the side of each trailer, those help me out because man, I don't, AJ, I don't even remember how many miles. I really don't, but I can tell you, I was running all over with them. I was in Florida, I was in Illinois, I was in Virginia, Maryland, Jersey. I was everywhere with them, and I still had them tires on them. So they lasted me for a long time. Atlanta, quite a few times. I was everywhere with those tires on there, so they was good to me. I would definitely buy those again, 100%. So having running lights down each side, oh facts. Each side, the reason being is because the step deck I was recently pulling. All right, so I had a load I had to take to Chickasaw. It's Chickasha or Chickasaw, Oklahoma, and it's like back road, tight turns, real dark, and I made it there like 12 that night. So I'm coming down these country roads. I had a sharp turn with a ditch, and I just, cause I've been driving so long, I can kind of, I know how far I need to swing out, and I did make the turn, but I could not see the trailer at all. I'm looking in the mirror, it was pitch black dark. I could not see the trailer, so I just guessed it, and I basically told myself, okay, if my trailer tires start to go in the ditch, I'm gonna just punch it and just try to yank the trailer out of the ditch. But I made it. But I didn't realize how important it was until that night, because my other trailer has always had lights down each side. So when you purchasing a trailer, try to get a trailer with lights down each side of the trailer. You really, really need that for situations like that where it's super dark and you're making a tight turn and you can't even see the trailer in the mirrors. Don't do you keep a Hotshot truck a many miles? Man, it depends. Some people done got 400,000 and 500,000 miles out of it. It's all about the maintenance you do to the truck. Let's see. Rico got over 100K on his Goodyear tires on his trailer. All right, question. Been a lot of different trailer manufacturers out there. Do you buy a trailer for the freight in the area you live in or the type of freight you want? So basically, man, the best thing to do is figure out what do you want to haul before you buy a trailer. That's the first thing. And based on the area you live in, if you can just say, for example, you got access to a load board. Roscoe, what's happening? Say you got access to a load board and James got 175. You look at the freight that's coming out your area. Don't look one time, don't look two times. Try to take a week or 2 weeks or a month. Constantly monitor the freight that's coming out the area. And if you can, just start calling, talking to the brokers like, hey, look, I'm new. I'm looking at getting in. I don't know how the conversation go, but I'm just saying, I'm looking at getting in it. I live in this particular area. How often do you have this freight coming out of the area, and what type of equipment? Well, I want to run a Hotshot. So do I need an air ride trailer? Do I need this? Do I need that? And how often can you load me? That would tell you if you want to buy an air ride or a spring ride or whatever the case may be. From now on, I'm recommending everything air ride, but it costs more. But the thing is, if you already got contact somebody who's going to keep you loaded, then it may not be beneficial for you to get an air ride if the person that you're going to be running for all the time don't require it. Especially if they can keep you loaded all the time, then, hey, I mean, you might not want to spend it. My bad, you might not want to spend the extra money on it. So it just depends on the area you live in, where you want to run, where you want to haul. The problem I see with a lot of people, they look at what somebody else is doing and I'm going to do it because he's doing it. What that person doing may not work for you. It's based on tons of different things. How often you want to run? Where do you want to run to? What do you want to haul? What kind of contacts you got? How does freight look in your area? How your finances look? So it's based on a lot of stuff. A lot of people look at videos and they're like, this person doing this person doing that. I think I can do that. No, man, they get on these videos and they make it appear easy. You know what I'm saying? It's more to it than that. And you got people that are going broke because they're looking at what somebody else is doing, man. That's not good business. It's horrible business, actually. Hold on. And before I get, I'm gonna read these comments. Before I get the 85K and the 30K trailer that I was talking about, right? All right. If you don't have the money like that, and the freight is already not that well, especially in the wintertime, you will not recoup that money. Period. I'm finna tell you why. Because number one, the rates on Hotshot is always not that well, right? And Excel, man, shoot me an email. I'm gonna put you in contact with Rigo because Rigo can help you out a whole lot, like a whole lot. So infonewsmario@yahoo.com, INFONEWSMARIO@yahoo.com. I'll put you in contact with Rigo. Rigo will definitely help you out, no problem. But so if most of the race is $1.35 a mile, you know what I'm saying, and you have an $85,000 truck and a $30,000 trailer, you know, your equipment 6 figures, right? And you running the balls to the wall for $1 and some a mile average. Now you got 200,000 miles on your truck. Now the value of your truck has gone down. Now you finna start having some problems with it because, I mean, you done ran the sucker. You might not have nothing major, but you may do, you may don't. It just depends on how much you've been taking care of it. But now you finna have to start putting money into the truck. So now your value done decrease. You about to start having more problems now because you got so many miles on it, but yet you still owe $70,000 on this truck. It's horrible business. You know what I'm saying? Now, the trailer might hold value for a while, but why go buy a $30,000 trailer when you could make the same amount of money with a $15,000 trailer, $10,000 trailer, or $8,000 used trailer? You can make the same money. So why go buy the $30,000? Because it look good? If you doing it because it look good, you shouldn't be in business at all. That's horrendous. You should not do that. That's stupid. Period. That is straight up stupid. How can I get out the Hotshot truck into a semi? Man, in my opinion, the best thing to do is save up your money and, all right, save up your money, right? Work on your credit and your years of experience in a truck over the road. Because some people, they don't go in detail to find out what type of truck you've been running. If you've been running a Hotshot, if you've been running a semi, if you just tell them you've been running a commercial truck over the road, then most times they won't go into detail. But all of your money that you're generating from your business, facts, Rigo. All your money you generating from your business, it needs to flow through your business. I'm talking about every penny need to flow through your business. Even if you write yourself a check and put most of the money in your pocket, it need to flow through your business. Because when you go try to finance you a truck, you pay a down payment. Some of these places want to see 3 months of bank statements. They want to make sure that your account wasn't negative at any time. And it also give them an idea of how stable your business is. So once they pull your bank statements And they go through them. They be like, okay, he been doing pretty good or whatever. All right, so now that's a check mark for them. So now they say, well, how long you been driving trucks? Oh, okay, so you've been over the road for 2 years or whatever. You've been an owner out this whole time. All right, so what do you plan on doing with the truck you have? Or you just tell them, oh, I'm just trading it. Well, I'm just trading it in. They don't have to know it's a Hotshot. Well, I'm just making a trade for another truck. All right, cool. Do you have any other income? Do you have any other money put up in the bank besides this money you're gonna pay down? And if you do, how much? Okay, you got another $15,000. Cool, cool, cool. Do you have any rent house or any? Are you generating money any other kind of way? The reason they asking that question is because if that truck go down and you don't have money to repair, you won't pay them either. So these are questions they're gonna ask you because they want to know if they're gonna get their money. All right. So now, if you meet all their qualifications and your credit score is I'm gonna say at least 680 and up. It may be a little lower, but I'm gonna say at least 680 and up. Then they'll go ahead and finance it for you. They may say, hey, we need 7,500 down or whatever the case may be. This is what we need down. All right, cool. You got your truck picked out already. You pay your 7,500 down, add insurance, etc. You go get the truck. Go get it inspected and start running however you need to run the truck and make your money. So that's one of the ways to definitely get into a semi from a Hotshot. The thing about it, what a lot of people don't realize is it don't cost a whole lot of money to jump in a semi. It costs more money to operate a semi, but it don't cost a whole lot to get into it. So, just my personal opinion, your credit need to be right. You need to show a lot of activity, like money going into your account, and you need to have credit cards dealing with a semi. You have to have credit cards because you don't want to go drain all your physical cash. Because if you have something serious, like I say, my truck had, well, thank God, like I haven't had nothing going on lately, but my truck had went in the shop like 6 times and I spent well over 10 grand. Luckily I had money, but I also had credit cards too. So I was just putting it on the credit card and then just circulating the money, the physical cash I got, probably like a week or 2 weeks before it was due, the payment due, and I was just paying the credit card back off. So, and which makes the bank continue to increase my limit. So credit cards can make a break. You don't want to keep spending your physical cash out of your account because you spending all your cash, you'll go broke quick. I should buy a semi for around 15K used, just buy a new. Now, this is the thing. If you don't have a lot of money put up, I would not go buy a new semi unless you plan on, quote unquote, living on the road. If you're going to be on the road all the time running, then yeah, you can go get you a new semi. But if you don't plan on just running, I wouldn't go buy a new semi because your expenses is going to be high, which with a new semi, you ain't really going to have no breakdowns because it's new, and you're going to have a warranty on it and everything like that. So you good in that category, but you still got fuel and you still got a high truck note. So now you really can't take that many days off. And if you're running your own authority, you still got your commercial insurance you got to pay for, drug consortium, etc. You got a lot of stuff you got to pay for. So I just don't recommend buying a new truck unless you plan on living on the road. When you get a used truck, just assume that you're gonna have breakdowns with it. Assume you're gonna have problems. So go ahead and have access to capital. Even if you don't have $20,000 cash, you need to have access to it. You need to be able to get it. Credit cards, good relationship with your bank, or they'll give you line of credit or give you loans or anything like that. Oh, definitely. You need a business plan, store money, also operational money for the day for day-to-day facts, Rico. Find a good mechanic. Yes, yes. Finding a good mechanic is key because a good mechanic will save you a lot of money and will prevent from having a lot of breakdowns on the road. You know, every time your truck come in, even if it's not time for oil change, even facts Tim Wolf, even if it's not time for oil change or anything, whoever your mechanic is, they need to be checking that truck out every time that truck come in. They need to be, even though you're gonna do a pre-trip, they need to be looking at the tires. They need to be looking at whatever windshield wipers. Oh, it's about time. It's been 6 months. Just change the windshield wiper blades out. You know, anything. You know what I'm saying? Like every time that truck comes in, that truck needs to be getting checked out by a mechanic, in my opinion, because it's gonna save you a lot of money in the long run. Buy used, get simple oil change done. Yeah. Yeah, oil change, like I just got my oil change, fuel filter change. I just got a lot of work done to my truck. So yeah, just getting that stuff done on a routine basis. You know, make sure you're getting your alignments. I'll say probably, I don't know, just depend on, preventive maintenance. Depending on where you fuel filter facts. I guess depending on what type of terrain you're running on or whatever, but at least get them to check it about every 3 months, the alignment on it. You know, because a lot of people overlook alignment because it's a commercial vehicle. Oh, it's a truck. But it needs it. Even when you think it don't need it a lot of times. Get them to check your brakes all the time because you get on the brakes like, oh, the brakes work. But you need them to take the tires off and look at the brake and make sure the brake pads is wearing evenly. You don't want uneven brake pads because it screws with your steering. It screws with the wear and tear in your tires and everything like that. So, like I say, that mechanic, whoever you dealing with, need to inspect the truck, like really, really inspect the truck. And I just kind of look at it and be like, oh, they look good, I ain't gonna worry about it. Nah, because I'm telling you, when you're on the side of the road in a state that you don't live nowhere close to, that's a horrible feeling. I don't care how much money you got, it's still a horrible feeling. Good maintenance schedule on a new or used truck is gonna help you a lot. Facts. Yo, Gunner, what's happening? Yeah, everything good. So yeah, I just wanted to unlimited alignments at Firestone, $200. XL, that's good game right there. Cause I heard about that, but I forgot about that also. '08 Volvo VNL 780 been a good truck. Bought a 15K, 550 got 776K on it. Just keep up with the maintenance. Facts. Man, I'm glad you made that comment. Everybody's different out here. The lifestyle. For newbies are looking to get in the business, what is the average amount of money we need to have to start a hotshot business? Hotshot don't cost as much as running a semi. So hotshot, I don't know. Rico and James, what y'all think? Shreveport here, but what y'all think would be a good dollar amount to start a hotshot? Because this a dollar amount depends on if you already got the money to buy a truck and trailer. It also depends on if you're finna buy a truck and trailer and need to have some money put up. 40K. Fleet feet service. Facts. 40K. Hey, 40K ain't a bad number to have to run any type of truck. But, being honest, a lot of people don't have that type of money like that. So, I'm going to always say You need to always have access to $15,000 in any given moment. You need to be able to have that type of access. So I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that. And don't go pulling loans and stuff like that if you don't have the means of making that money back. Started with 10K. 10K ain't bad. 10K ain't bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you already got the money for your down payment or buying it outright or however you want to do it, if you got the money for the truck and trailer and you got the 10K to put up in the bank separate, that's good. That's good. Facts. 10 years ago. Yeah, big difference. Big difference. But yeah, so again, trailers. All right. Your trailer rating is based on, so if your trailer is rated for 25, your GVWR is 25,000 pounds. You cannot put a 25,000 pound load on that trailer. It's just saying that's the gross weight, the trailer and the load. So not the truck trailer and the load, the trailer and the load, the GVWR of the trailer. So that's the gross, all right? So if you subtract the weight of the trailer from the GVWR, that will tell you what's the max amount of a load you can put on the starting and running is two different things, facts. With a truck and trailer, at least 3 months of bills. Hey, James, that's a good way of looking at it. That's a real good way of looking at it. So if that answers anybody's question, that's a really good way of looking at it. Need 10K just in the bank. Facts. You can get in the semi easier sometimes. Yeah, if you just go buy it outright. Cause you talking about financing it? Nah, man. People are real skeptical about financing trucks. Now, if you talking about just buying it outright, a good used truck you go buy for $15,000, yeah, it's definitely easier to get in the semi if you go that route. If you got $15,000, just go buy on the semi. Because my cousin, he just bought a day cab for $10,000 last week. So he called me. The guy was trying to sell the truck for about $13,000. He called me, asked me about it. Pre-dev. What have he been doing with the truck? Where he been running it? Do he have a maintenance sheet on the truck? You know what I'm saying? Find out what kind of problems he had. If anything, if any kind of work has been done to it, find out about that too. But one thing about it, it's a 2007, I think, 2007, 750,000 miles on it. It's pre-def, no def system on it. And I just went over a whole list of stuff to get him to ask the seller. So, all right, so he came back to me with all those answers. I said, all right, my bad. I said, all right, so it sounds like a pretty good truck. You know what I'm saying? So see if you could test drive. So he test drove. He was like, man, the truck drive good. So I'm like, does it sound good? You don't hear no crazy sounds or anything like that? No. So I said, all right, cool. So he want 13. This is what I need you to do. Go to the bank, get $10,000 cash, put in your pocket, and go meet up with the guy. And you test drive, you do everything you got to do, and you finish talking with him. You pull out that 10 grand and say, hey, man, I like the truck, but this is all I got, 10 grand cash. You let him see it, put it in his face. I say reason being is because he's trying to sell his truck, number one. Number two, no person is not finna let you leave with no cash in their face and they're already trying to get rid of something. And unless they just really don't need the money, they're not gonna let you leave. So he was like, man, you really think so, man? I don't know. I said, listen to me, take the cash. I've done this tons of times. My daddy taught me this. Take the cash. So he went to talk with the guy. The guy was still saying he wanted like 12. He pulled out the 10,000 like, man, this all I got. And you know, if you can't do it, I understand. I said, turn and walk off. So he turned and walked off. He said, that guy said, man, I can't let you leave with that money. And he sold him the truck for the $10,000. So taking cash could really help you out. All that trying to negotiate and you ain't got the cash on you, you wasting your time. Don't even do it. Because they still gonna want what they want. But when you put cash in their face, that makes a big difference. That makes a huge difference when you put cash in somebody's face. You know, one time I needed a load out of Kansas. This was probably 2016 or something. I needed a load out of Wichita, Kansas. And man, it was just dead up there, man. Nothing coming out. Well, it was a guy had a load of hay that he needed taken to somewhere in Texas. Yeah, facts, cash talk, facts. So yeah, and I needed to get back down to Dallas. So the guy was like, well, I need this load of hay taken to Dallas. So I don't remember what the rate was I said I can do it for, but he's like, man, I can't pay that. He's like, man, it's just a load of hay. I'm like, well, I understand that, but it's a truck and it costs a lot of money to run it. So he pulled out 500 cash and he was like, listen, I know about the truck. I know y'all use factoring companies, all that, but you don't have to wait on your money or nothing like that. I got $500 I can give you. So now what's going through my mind is no factoring, cash in my pocket right now, and it's no work up here anyway. I said, I'll take the 500. And I got that $500 loaded up and dropped that hay off. So if he wouldn't have pulled out cash, I probably just wouldn't ran the load. Well, I ain't gonna say probably. I would not have run the load at all, no matter what. But when he pulled that cash out, I'm thinking like, man, I ain't gotta wait on no money, none of that. I'm finna put this money right in my pocket right now. I ain't gotta put it right off on no taxes or none of that. This straight under the table cash, man. Give it to me. Got him to sign me. I wrote out a straight bill of lading, wrote it out. Got him to sign it as the shipper, and took off down the road. Bought truck 15K off Facebook, and all the maintenance myself, probably another 5. Hey, that was a good deal, Jamal. Real good deal. So, hey man, if y'all like the video, go and hit the little thumbs up. Maybe this video can get to somebody else that can use this info. But back to the whole truck situation. Heroes, what's happening? Any good dispatcher for Hotshot? Man, honestly, I know a guy, but I need to speak with him first. Shane, what's happening? I really need to speak with him because I know he used to dispatch Hotshots back in the day, but the ones he was, you in Louisiana? Yeah, it is tough. It is tough. Man, if you had hazmat insurance, I can get you loaded. A lot of hotshot hazmat coming out of Louisiana. Out of like Sulphur, New Orleans, Alexandria area, Lake Charles. Yeah, it's a lot of hazmat like down in the south. But the dispatcher, he used to dispatch Hotshots back in the day, but the drivers he had was on a whole nother level. Them boys ran like it wasn't no tomorrow. So it was easy for him to dispatch them just because they was always on it. And it wasn't like, oh, I don't want to go there, I don't want to go there, I don't want to go there. He's an experienced dispatcher, and he's been running trucks for about 34 years or something like that. So, you know, hey, I appreciate it. Yeah, he's been running trucks for a long time, so you know what he's doing. But I need to speak with him before I give his information out. You know what I'm saying? I'm in Landstar from Louisiana. You right about the hazmat. See, there you go, right there. You know, and again, I gotta say this because I always gotta say this. I don't want nobody to ever just look at my videos and be like, take whatever I'm saying and just run with it. Everything I ever speak about on a video, take that information, go do research. Make sure the information I give match up with the research you do. I just want to put that out there. The insurance, Louisiana, Florida, New Jersey, and Oregon has the worst insurance in the U.S. That's why with the authority I established at the end of last year is in Texas. So I got to get my license and stuff changed to Texas, and right now my cousin is about to start running under. So we got some stuff we working on right now. Me and my cousin got some stuff we working on, and I don't want to speak too much on it, but you know, once I get everything like it need to be, I will be looking for owner ops to come lease up under my authority. It's gonna be good, consistent runs, but I need to know what a person's looking for first, because facts, that insurance high up there. Because what I'm working on is like local to regional, so it's not like nothing going out far. So if you don't live like in the Texas or Oklahoma area, I don't know if you really want to mess with it. But if you looking to go OTR, I can set something up for that too. I don't like moving fast because, you know, the turtle wins the race in the long run. A lot of younger people that's getting in the business, they like, I need it now, and then they go this far and it's over with for them. They done because they're moving too fast. Man, everything takes time. You know what I'm saying? Not saying it's got to be slow motion to the point it ain't worth it, but everything takes time. You just can't expect to have the best of the best overnight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the hazmat insurance is extremely high. But if you're with the right company in the right state, you will be okay. It's just an opinion because I know Oklahoma car insurance is cheaper. So I would just assume that their commercial insurance is cheaper than a lot of other places. So try looking at Oklahoma. Oh, both. Just commercial insurance in general. It don't matter what type of truck you're running. It's just in general. So, like I say, oh, it is? Yeah. So there you go, right there. It's check out Oklahoma. They got, I guarantee you 100% they rates gonna be way better than Louisiana. Out of the 4 worst states, Louisiana, Florida, New Jersey, and Oregon, Louisiana is probably the highest out of the 4 worst. Have hazmat insurance to get your endorsement? No, you don't need hazmat insurance to get an endorsement. But you gotta have the endorsement to get the hazmat insurance. You don't need nobody moving up there. Yeah. Hey man, it's like an influx of people that move to Florida. Oh, dang, I need to charge my phone up. Shit. MJ, hold on, let me get a charge. That's all right. I need an extension cord. Cause man, I don't want this phone to die. And I forgot all about it too. Oh yeah, something else I want to talk about too. I just thought about it. Oh, you running with that stuff? Appreciate it. If I can get this crap right. So, Come on, you thought, are you doing big trucks or both? Right now, just big trucks, unless I got something I'm working on for Hotshots. Now, if these come through for me for Hotshots, then yeah, I'm gonna bring Hotshots on too. But right now, the two things I got going on is gonna be for big trucks. So, and I thought I had something else lined up, but found out this dude just a big liar. This in trucking, you're gonna find out a lot of people lie a lot. You know what I'm saying? They'll sell you this dream and have you going broke. Yeah, you got your own thoughts tough. Yeah, I'm telling you, people will sell you a freaking dream, man. So, man, the best thing I can say for anybody that's running their own authority, keep running, however you running, but in the process, you need to be talking to shippers and trying to get in. It may take you a year, it may take you 2 years, but it don't matter. Once you in, you're in. Now you can run a certain way, however you want to run. Consistently, you know when you're gonna be home, you know how many days you gotta be out on the road, or whatever the case may be. You know you're going to some of the same places all the time because you know who all their customers are. You familiar with them and they're familiar with you. But don't always just let the brokers just grip you and hold you. Now you basically got to bow down to them. Nah. Don't operate like that. Uh, Power only or just step deck. Uh, both depend on what it is. So what I'm working on right now, uh, it's gonna be a mixture of power only and step deck. Eagerly looking now, getting tired of OTR. Alright, so where you based out of? Did you say you was based out of Louisiana? Man, my bad. So what I'm working on right now is actually in the DFW area. So that's that's what I'm working on. And one of my homeboys actually plugged me in. We were just talking one day, and he brought me the paperwork. Like, here the package. Like, here you go, right here. What's up? Out of Delaware, moving to Jersey. So who? Dang. Rico can help you out with New Jersey because that's Rico area. Rico running that whole New England area, Mid-Atlantic area, however y'all call it. He run that area. He got a lot of contacts up there. So you really need to get with Rico. Like I say, shoot me an email. It's infonewsmario@yahoo.com. INFONEWSMARIO@yahoo.com. So next thing, relationships in trucking. Cause this is the thing. It's not always about what you know. It's about who you know sometimes. Because I done had a lot of good opportunities fell in my lap just because the people I knew. But at the same time, they knew my character and they knew my work ethic. So it helped me out a whole lot because they knew I'm the type of person that's gonna deliver. Boom, when I say I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, facts. I buy a hot shot too. Facts, Rico. Relationships is super important. And it's a thing. You can't go flip flopping back and forth. You have to ride the wave. So, fact, 90% of it from relationships. So, if you're dealing with somebody that's consistently getting you work and you're their go-to person or whatever, well, freight and money goes up and down. Of course, this is just how the world works, right? Well, if you're dealing with this particular customer and they having like a drought season with stuff starting to go down for a while, recession hit or whatever the case may be, but they're still open. They're not shutting their business down. So they have to drop their rates. Man, listen, do not kick them people to the curb. Just ride the wave with them. Now, with that being said, you still have to make a profit. Your profit probably don't be up here like it normally been, but if you're making a profit, That's what matters. So ride that wave with them, because guess what? When they shoot back up and you've been loyal to them, guess what they gonna do? You getting all their business, and they're gonna start paying you better because you've been with them. So don't screw that relationship up. I'm telling you. And when they know you're good to them and they know you're consistent and loyal, rich people know other rich people. Business owners know other business owners. So you know what they're going to do? They're going to pick up the phone and they're going to say, hey, I can vouch for this guy. This person has rode with me through the good times and the bad times. I think you should give him a shot. And then when you do good with that person, then they're going to brag to you about you to somebody else. And it's just going to keep going on and on and on. So don't kick people to the curb when everything is not going as perfect as you would like. As long as you're making a profit, do not kick these people to the curb. I don't know how many times I got to say it, but do not kick them to the curb. And what's happening? No, my boy, man. So, like I say, ride that wave with them, because you know what a lot of people do? They jump ship and they all over the place, and whatever ship they done jumped on is going good for a short time, and then it's boom. Now they're trying to go back to the person that they should have been with from jump start, and now they all screwed up. Out here in OKC, we can help in Dallas. Yo, so man, I just had to say that, man, because like I say, man, some of the opportunities came my way, bro. Just being a good person, being consistent, and just God's grace, man. I'm telling you, some of the stuff fell in my lap. I just sit back sometimes and be like, man, I can't believe this happened to me. Like, bro, thank you, Lord. For real. I'm grateful, man. I'm just grateful of the positions I've been in, because there's a lot of times, man, I done had stuff happen that could have completely wiped me out. Like, completely wiped me out. And I could have lost everything from business. And I mean, it just wasn't nothing I did wrong. It's just how business works sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's based on the economy. And it's based on, if you got trucks break down. Well, if the economy already sucks and, you know, it's affecting your personal life and your business and your truck break down, man, that's almost like a irreversible death. You know, sometimes you just can't avoid it. So it don't really be nothing you did wrong. It's just how things line up sometimes. But man, when I pray about it, I just quit worrying. It seemed like it worked out for me every single time. So I'm thankful, you know. But I got that out of the way. And appreciate it. You already know I'm buying some Red Bulls with it. You already know. But yeah, and one other thing, man, like me and my circle, we all look out for each other. So please don't be the person that's got good information and got something that can help somebody, but you don't give it to them because you like, man, everything going good for me right now. I ain't about to tell nobody name. Like, hey, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. That's how this thing works. The thing about my circle is not one of us that give, and nobody's giving back. Like my circle, everybody is helping each other all the freaking time. Let me give you an example. I don't know if you want me to say his name, but one of my friends, his truck broke down. All right, we contacted one of my other friends, say, hey, this particular friend truck broke down in Arizona or wherever it was. Are you on the road right now? No, I'm actually doing business somewhere else right now. But you can come pick the truck up. He picked the truck up, drove. Man, hey, listen. Our circle is based on character. Character, straight up. Just be honest, based on character. Once the circle figure out who you are as a person, they'll welcome you in with open arms, I'm telling you. Because the circle didn't used to be as big as it is now. It grew based on character and loyalty. So he drove out there with the other one of our other friend's truck, picked up his truck, loaded on the trailer, and drove it back home. Right now, he still got it. He hadn't rushed him for it. Same thing. One of the friends' trailer got into a wreck. Somebody hit him. His trailer was down in the shop. I'm like, hey, my trailer's sitting. Why don't you come get it? He had it for a few months. I ain't calling him, bothering him about it. But guess what? He could have been down until he got his out of the shop or just had to buy another one. But that's the thing. We look out for each other so stuff work out. And when we're not able to move work, what we do, hey, we got some friends. Let's see where everybody at. I'll call you back. So we hit up. Hey, I got a contact. He looking for a truck here, to move this. And he got this many loads. Anybody available? It's been worked out tons of time. Brandon, what's happening? Man, Brandon, I ain't talked to you in a minute, man. You gotta hit me up, man. Yeah, facts. We move work for each other all the time. All the time. I'm telling you. Like I say, we hit each other up. I'm like, hey, I got a contact down here in South Louisiana that need 2 loads moved from here to there. Mr. One Car, appreciate it, man. Hit the road, be safe. I definitely appreciate it. So, loads going 2 different directions. I'm like, all right, can you take this one? I get such and such to take this load. So, they paying real good rates on this, but this one of my people. Can you take care of him? Bet, I got it. Call them back. Hey, I got 2 guys coming. They already empty. They can be here at this time or whatever. You know what they say? I appreciate it. I called and introduced one of my friends to one of my contacts this morning. I ain't talked to her in a couple months. She was blown away that I called her and was bragging to the other guy about me. So she was like, well, if you're friends with him, I'm going to take care of you. Don't worry about it. I'm telling you, it's based on how you work and it's based on your character. This dude got work just based off my name from me doing a good job and doing what I said I was going to do. So now she got work lined up for him. She just met him this morning over the phone. She don't even know what he looked like. So that's what I'm saying. You got to stick with the right people and you got to ride the wave. You just can't go jumping ship on people. Yeah, definitely get with me, man. So, man, what else? Let me see if I took some notes. I said I was going to take some notes of what to talk about, because I had some stuff on my mind. But also, man, one of the biggest things people forget about is the economy. You have to know what's going on in the world to know how it's going to affect you. So right now, if something going on in China, the Chinese economy is going downhill, trust me, the next place going to get hit is the U.S. because we get all our product from China. I'm telling you, 90-some% of our product is coming from China. Very few amount of our product is coming from like Taiwan or Thailand or Mexico or any of them places. Most of it is coming from China. Oh yeah, if not February, I don't know about February. Honestly, it's probably gonna be March before stuff start looking better. Just based off my experience. But so like I say, if the Chinese economy is doing bad, we're going to get hit. So you know what everybody need to do? When y'all see that happening, run, and stack. Because you know what's finna happen? The economy in the U.S. is going to get hit like a ton of bricks. But it's the thing, it's always signs, but people don't know the signs because they're not business-minded. They just drive a truck. Driving a truck is more to it. When you own a truck and a trailer, there's more to it than driving a truck. I'm telling you. Mobile Port dead. Wait, Mega, what's happening? Man, I definitely appreciate you coming through. Man, and I appreciate it. Yeah, man, so Definitely, definitely. Like I say, man, you have to know what's going on. You have to, you know, for example, if those freaking African pirates, just an example, keep hitting all these cargo ships, that's gonna affect the US. You gotta think about this, billions of dollars on them ships. Billions. That's a big hit for the US. Of course, they're heavily guarded now, but those ships been hit tons of times by pirates. Tons of times. They made movies about it. The movie Calvin Phillips and stuff. All this stuff is based on true stories, based on stuff that already happens. It happened. So you have to know what's going on in the world. You just look at what's going on with the stock market. Look at what's going on several different news stations. You can't just look at one. You know, you're a big CNN TV watcher or you're a big Fox or MSNBC. You need to watch all of them. You need to know what's going on with everything. You cannot be one-sided because I hate to put it like this, but you got to look at it from this perspective. You have to know what the enemy is doing to defeat the enemy. I mean, NFL teams, they go watch films. Whatever team we finna play, I need to know what you doing so I can beat you. Gotta go, man. I appreciate it. Man, definitely shoot me an email. Shoot me an email because now that I got my truck back where I needed to be and everything, you know, I can start trying to focus. Well, I'm still in the process of moving too. So I got to shoot back out to Dallas in the morning and get everything ready in this apartment. So, man, right now I'm just still kind of back and forth. Dwayne, what's happening? See, yeah, man, I appreciate it. Yeah, I had to go back, man. Way easier, it's better, profit, more money. Man, yeah. I had to be back where I was gonna keep my head above water, cause where I was appreciate it. Where I was, man, I was drowning, bro. I ain't gonna lie. The way they operate is similar, but their expenses was killing me. All these hidden costs and all this stuff, man. Them people raping me, bro. So I just needed to get out, and I actually stayed there way too long, honestly. But based on my situation, in a way, I kind of felt trapped, like for real, because of course I'm still on the fire department. So with me not having the freedom to move like I needed to move, it was hindering me. But thank God my situation better now. So like I started out saying, you got to do your own research. You just can't take people's opinion. Well, such and such is running a Dodge, and this person is running a Ford, or whatever. I think I need to get that. You need to do your research. You need to go read up on it. What problems are you willing to deal with? Because the old Rams used to have rear end problems. You know, I don't remember what kind of problem the Ford was having. Rico, what kind of problem the Ford was having, the old ones? So, like, each truck brand has their own problems. So you need to figure out what problems can you deal with that you're willing to deal with. Head gasket. So you need to figure out what problems you're willing to deal with. So quit looking at what other people doing and saying, well, I think I'm gonna do this because he said it's good. What, have you read anything about it? No, you haven't. I ain't. So yeah, that's it, man. And as far as the trailer brands and all that, same thing, man. Get what's gonna work for you. If you seeing people running up and down the road with them, apparently it's working. You know what I'm saying? Just do your research and see if it's gonna work for you. At the end of the day, I see the worst of the worst trucks on the road and the best of the best trucks on the road, and they making the same money. They making the same amount of money. One is trash and one is top of the line. So that's all I got to say. Research. Quit taking people's word for stuff. And if you ain't planning on running no hauling cars, quit buying those single wheel 3 axle trailers because it is not designed to be hauling freight. And that's all I gotta say. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace.